I just wanted to do everything. And I think I continue to have this kind of attitude about life to try to expand my set of tools to the maximum. Sometimes now when I'm playing, for example, actually I wonder, had I spent more time just simply practicing rather than being obsessed with physics and cinema and politics and sports, maybe I would have been a much more technically advanced player. Music, as important as it is for me, it's not the only thing that makes life exciting for me. And music is the way through which I interact with the world and through which I can understand the world and I understand myself the best. But I can say the same about nature, and I can say the same about science, and I can say the same when I go and play like soccer with friends. All of these acts are incredibly important. So when we use the word sacrifice, I think the more things you do and the more round, like of a background you develop around yourself, I think the more in touch you are with life at large. I personally don't understand when people go by this single lane, people who just spend all their lives in a practice room, while sometimes they forget, why are we in this practice room? Like, what am I trying to share? What am I trying to experience? I think life has more to offer than just a single pathway that some people choose. So I don't think of it as sacrifice. I think of it, all of it as accumulating incredible lessons about life, and it's not the final destination for me.
I think about writers in particular, encouraged to go out into the world and live so that you have material to bring to your work. And that's very much how I'm hearing what you say there is you interact with other fields, other topics, other life experiences, and that just enriches what you're able to create.
Yeah, because music is an incredibly abstract art form, and we do it and it brings us pleasure. It moves us fundamentally when we experience that physical phenomena. But I have to be always like, if you put me on a rainy day, and I love rain, like by the coast, I'm also fundamentally moved. And that's why for me, just like we have, all of us, I think humans have to expand of how we are receiving the world. And it cannot be one way. I think people who choose just one way are missing a lot about life. And I mean, of course, what you said is also true. Music doesn't stand by itself. It's either in reaction to the world we live in, or it's an attempt by the artist to recreate the world in a ideal way according to him or her, or it might be just a tool to communicate. And in all of these scenarios, you have to be able to interact with the world itself. So you'll have something to share, something to say in the music you're creating.